guys, Middleman here with my friend Marcus.
What's up?
We're going to see the new Ghostbusters movie. It's opening night. We're just filming this on a cell phone camera so we can get it out there immediately. Going into this, we've all seen the trailers. To me, personally, they were not funny at all. I don't care that they're women. I think it's cool that they found some updated comedian women for these days and times, whatever. But the trailers just are not funny to me. Every time I watch them, it just makes me roll my eyes.
It's because you're sexist.
Yeah, that's what everyone's going to say. But I'm trying to go into the movie with an open mind. I want it to be good. I liked the original Ghostbusters. However, the original Ghostbusters is not as nostalgic to me as some other people. Like, I know he grew up with Ghostbusters, watched the cartoon and all that jazz. I never really did it. I wasn't like super into it like that.
He actually didn't even know about the cartoon. That's the worst part. He didn't know about the Ghostbusters cartoon.
I didn't know about the cartoon, but was it a good cartoon?
Yeah, it was great, man. I loved it. To this day, I still watch it with my kids every once in a while. You gotta watch it. You got to.
And Ghostbusters 2, a lot of people didn't like that one. I actually thought it was alright. The biggest thing I remember about Ghostbusters is the big marshmallow guy and Slimer, and the 4 actual Ghostbusters. Those guys were comedic gold at that time. So I'm really kind of surprised they're not just making this movie a sequel, making the women their daughters or something and continuing it, but to reboot it is to make those other movies as if they never even happened. So I don't know, I don't think that's a good decision, but that's me.
Yep, nope, I'm definitely on board. I'm trying to go in there with an open mind. I'm probably not going to go in there with an open mind. I don't even know why I'm really going to watch this right now, but supporting Chris over here. Honestly, like you said, I grew up with Ghostbusters. I loved it. I was too small to go to the theater to watch the first one, but I went to the theater to watch the second one, and I loved it. I loved the cartoons. I had the toys, I had the action figures, I had the whole shebang. So the fact that I even played the PlayStation 3 video game, which was by far awesome because all the characters came back to do the voices on it. Great. But I'm not a sexist. That's not the reason why I don't look forward to watching this movie. I don't look forward to watching this movie because it's a reboot. I hate reboots. I can't stand them. The constantly Hollywood is like not coming up with original ideas anymore. They just want to reboot great 80s movies. Like I heard they're doing Back to the Future. They're planning on rebooting that. If this
Reboots can be good sometimes.
I
thought the new Planet of the Apes, those movies, I thought those were pretty good.
Yeah, those were good. But that wasn't really a reboot. That was more like a
Scarface with Al Pacino. Technically, that was a reboot.
Are you trying to go way back to the 1940s?
I'm just saying, sometimes reboots
are some are, but yeah, this is like that. I don't know. I'm going in there with open mind. I like Melissa McCarthy. I don't like her in all the movies. She tends to play the same character, but we'll see. I know that the hot scientist one that's supposed to be like Egon. I look forward to seeing her. So we'll see. We're on our way there. So hopefully it's gonna be good. My expectations are low. I'm trying to go in there with an open mind. I'm probably not, but let's see. It can't be that bad.
Alright, we'll let you guys know after we watch it. Alright guys, so we just finished seeing Ghostbusters. I'm going to let you go first with what your first impressions were.
Alright, well, the worst part of the entire movie, honestly, was the music. They changed the Ghostbuster theme. You hear it one time at the beginning of the movie, and after that they have like some weird rock or hip-hop version of it. That was the worst part.
Yeah, I think the trailers did this movie a big disservice.
Huge.
It was way better than the trailers made it seem to be. Now, it wasn't the funniest movie I've seen in the world, but I actually found myself laughing quite a bit.
I had fun the entire time. Honestly, I laughed out loud a few times, actually. I thought it was actually a good movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it took me off guard a couple times because I was in there ready to be like rolling my eyes and be like, oh, that's fucking stupid. And there were some jokes that fell flat. Some things like Slimer having like a wife or something driving around in the car. I thought that was kind of lame.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid. And Chris Hemsworth, I felt like that on the beginning, like he's supposed to be a dumb, good-looking character, which I got. The only part is what I didn't like about it when it first started. They had all these subtle hints that he was dumb, and then it got to the point where they had to like really kind of hit it home, like, hey, he's dumb. We already knew that, so.
Yeah, he definitely played a dumb character, and some of the jokes, he's one of those characters, again, some of the jokes with him being
were good,
dumb,
and then some of them were just bad, because it's like, all right, we get it, he's dumb.
It was almost more like, at first they were more subtle about him being dumb.
Yep.
Little things, like, I don't want to give some of the jokes away, but
that was
just
perfect.
Subtle, and it was like,
that was perfect.
Good little humor. You're like, oh, this guy's stupid. But then after a while, it's like, okay, this guy's a freaking idiot. Like, okay, we get it, you know.
But he was still good, so it wasn't like he was annoying. He was actually...
Yeah, his character still made you laugh. And the chemistry between all the Ghostbusters I actually liked. Personally, I thought Kate McKinnon, who is kind of the more eccentric one, sometimes her jokes were pretty good, but sometimes I felt like she was in a different movie. She was so much more of a cartoony type character than everyone else, but sometimes that worked. So it was kind of hit or miss with her character for me. And Leslie Mann, I thought it felt like she was yelling every single sentence that she said in the movie, but at the same time, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be from what I saw in the trailers. Jesus, I almost died. But at the same time, her character was more grounded than I was expecting it to be. So none of the characters really annoyed me to the point where I'm like, oh god, I couldn't stand this person or that person. They had some good cameos in there, although I thought some of the cameos could have been a little better.
Yeah, and Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy kind of took a step back and made the other two characters more of the comedic roles. Which,
yeah, they were
honestly,
more grounded.
You said you didn't like them. I liked them. I thought they did very well, especially Kristen McKinnon. Like, dude, I felt she was awesome, especially...
She had kind of a John Wick scene in there where she was like...
Yeah, that was
laying waste.
Not a spoiler, but she has a really awesome scene in the end that just... She gets down.
And
she gets down.
One thing I noticed, it seems more like in this movie... I mean, I'm not 100% familiar... I don't remember everything about the old Ghostbusters movies, but it seemed like in this one they were trying to kill the ghosts more than capture them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They do capture ghosts in it, but at the same time it was more like, at one point he made a comment, he was like, isn't there supposed to be like some sort of what do you call it?
The trap.
Like the trap.
I didn't see a trap because, and you see it in the trailer, that's when all the ghosts pretty much get loose, and I was just wondering, it's like, where's the trap?
They have all these different weapons and stuff, but
which
really
is cool.
And they're cool weapons, but they're really just there to kill the ghosts, or kill them even more, I guess. Already ghosts, but yeah, anyways, but that really wasn't a huge like big negative or anything. I hope whoever made the trailers for this movie got fired and never make trailers for movies again.
Honestly, I don't even think it was really a trailer. I think it's just the fact that they took a movie and rebooted it, a movie that was very dear to a lot of people. Like, I grew up with Ghostbusters, a lot of people grew up with Ghostbusters. They didn't want to see a remake, and there really was no need for a remake. But I thought it did a good job. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I can see my kids now growing up with that and watching it and saying, oh, I love this 2016 Ghostbusters. I've never seen a 1983 one, or whatever it was.
Well, for me, it was the trailer, because I saw the trailer, and again, I wasn't a Ghostbusters fanatic. I was like, oh, cool, another Ghostbusters. But the trailers just did not make me laugh, and I was like, ugh. But I thought the movie was actually pretty funny.
It was fun times. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was an entertaining movie. I don't think this movie is going to become another classic, though. It's not going to have the same nostalgia that the old Ghostbusters had.
It's not.
It's just going to be a movie that comes and it'll pass. They'll probably make a sequel to it.
I would actually
look if it makes money.
I would actually look forward to the sequel.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Like, for instance, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Grew up with that too. Loved it. And this one that came out last year or 2 years ago, I mean, I was pissed. I went in there with an open mind. I was actually excited to see it, and I thought it sucked. I didn't even bother seeing part 2. So.
I saw part 2. I wasn't a huge fan. But yeah, again, reboots, remakes, whatever, they can be good, they can be bad. I thought this one, it does not deserve the kind of hate it's getting, especially for people that have not seen it yet. That's why you got to go in with an open mind with this stuff. I suggest you go see it and keep an open mind. Don't hate the movie before you see it, you know what I mean? Don't hate on it just because it's fun to hate on.
There are a lot of cameos, which I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just gonna leave it with there's a lot of cameos that I don't think there's gonna be a men's version of Ghostbusters like they were talking about with Seth Rogen and the rest of them. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
There was rumors about that there was 2 different versions gonna come out, one with Melissa McCarthy and then one with the Seth Rogen crew.
Well, maybe there's gonna be a sequel where they have a guys thing. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Point is, overall, we're kind of blabbing on here. The characters were good. None of them we really hated. None of them were too over the top. They had good chemistry. The movie overall made us laugh. It was entertaining. The story itself...
the story itself, it was okay. The villain was probably the weakest part. Like,
you know what? The villain was... That's probably why I didn't even think of it, because he was a really forgettable villain to me.
Yes.
And the only development he really had was looking in a mirror, basically talking about how he was... He's basically a nerdy guy that's mad that he got picked on. And that's why he's the villain. And it was really kind of...
Whatever,
you know. But that's really not this movie probably could have done better with a better villain, but you just need ghosts for them to go after, really. So overall, I thought the story actually kind of mimicked the first one a lot, with like the way things happened, I guess. But that's not a huge deal. Star Wars kind of did the same thing. But yeah, so what would you rate this movie?
I would give it Friends with Benefits.
I would agree.
I had a fun time. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I would give this Friends with Benefits as well. If I saw it on TV or something, I'd probably see it again or turn it on. I'd probably suggest other people to go see it. You can have a fun time with it. There's not like a big emotional core to the movie or anything like that. It's just an entertaining movie, and that's about all I got. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Remember to like the video, share the video around, whatever, and stay tuned for some more movie reviews if you can handle it. Deuces.